Hello, I'm Jeffrey Holmes. I'm going to be talking about the human resources management. So basically, human resources management is the process of attracting, developing, and maintaining a talented workforce. So the attracting the employees is the process of um, talent acquisition. It's from the process of posting the job to interviewing those potential candidates and reviewing resumes and going through all the different candidates according to the organization's needs and according to developing the job description. It's We have to and then promoting it. Where do we find the employees? How do people find the opportunities? So of course, in this day and age, LinkedIn and Indeed are very popular places to go to attract these employees. But then once you get them, you have to onboard the employees and provide orientation, get them acclimated with their responsibilities, their job descriptions. And so you have to develop them. But then also you want to avoid that word in management, which is turnover. So you have to maintain the those that you uh, acquire, and so you want to keep them by you develop them, you're training them. What compensation? Obviously, it comes down to pay. That's a major one, right? What are the benefits? What's the work culture? All these things uh, contribute to maintaining and keeping the employee happy. Okay, you want to retain them, and so some of the trends that we're looking up in today's human resources is there are a lot of laws that have been put into place to protect the employee and employers as well, and so there's the relations, if you will, between the hires and the hire managers and those who are hired. And so these laws have been put into place to protect against discrimination, to protect against harassment, retaliation. Although California is an at-will employer, so it does give the employer the ability to make decisions about who stays on without the need of explanation, but there's even nuance to that. And so, with today's human resources, here are some of the trends. A lot of it is the use of technology in human resource management. So, we know AI, data analytics, and digital HR systems are being used more than ever. Obviously, the technology is being used to recruit, to schedule, to track performance. There's software, I cannot remember, like Asana, that tracks, what an employee is doing, if they're accomplishing their goals. So there's a lot of technological uh, um, management systems that are being used um, in HR management, in the recruiting and the training and retention process. There's online everything, training everything. So the technology and the AI driven um, screenings and analytics and onboarding is major now. Okay. But another thing, and this is maybe generational as well, it's a major focus on employee experience and their well-being, how they're doing. It's not just the bottom line of the organization. HR management is really trying to find a way, and I had personal experience with this, with with an employee that was a little difficult, for lack of a better term, is really trying to get a sense of how can we help you, not just, hey, just do what's in your job description or else, right? It's how are you doing? How can we help you? And flexibility becomes a big part. I've been extremely flexible and supporting. So, hey, you need a day off. I'm currently facing this. I'm bereavement. I have lost some relatives. So, hey, we want to support you during this time. We don't want to seem insensitive by saying, hey, I need these reports. I need this, that, or the other. Hey, take the time off. We got it. And so it's a big emphasis on having wellness days, not just sick days when you're literally sick, but sick also counting as I'm not very well right now, for whatever reason. And another one I would say, the Me Too movement. In the reading, it even said, that has brought increased awareness that of sexual harassment and conduct in the workplace, and it's a major workplace concern. My staff actually recently had to, I think every 2 years now, uh, has to do the sexual harassment training and workplace violence training, all of these things. So it's really maintaining an environment where there is no harassment whatsoever in the workplace. And so they really track that um, a lot more, perhaps, especially in the um, release of information about the experiences that oftentimes women, but others too, face in the workplace. So it's very important that organizations make it very clear that there's a zero tolerance for that. And so a lot of times people are very, very, very cognizant and very clear about people's boundaries. Even things like, hey, I'm not going to touch you on the shoulder if that may make you feel uncomfortable. When male and female maybe by themselves, you have to be, almost strategic and careful about how that is, because, we want to protect, each other as an organization. So those are some of the trends I noticed. So thank you very much.